Sharon Osbourne wants a refund after donating $900,000 to, in quotes, scam Black Lives Matter. So Sharon Osbourne wants her money back. The former The Talk co-host agreed with Kanye West about Black Lives Matter being a scam when TMZ asked her about the rapper's recent antics, from his White Lives Matter shirt to his social media tirades. Well, we gave $900,000 to Black Lives Matter, and I'd like my money back, please, she told a reporter. Osborne, 69, did not specify why she wanted a refund, but she did express confusion surrounding the outrage over West's headline making shirt at his fashion show. And here's the thing: a lot of people who pay any amount of attention towards the news would have stumbled upon the stories, the news articles about the founders and leaders of the Black Lives Matter organization basically using funds that should not be used on luxury items, goods, real estate, mansions, etc. It's sad when you think about it, right? Because it's basically like a perfect example of pretty much all these different charities where you have a lot of people like, oh, I want to donate money to this charity that helps build wells in Africa. But the reality is only $1. Oh, no, no. Basically, maybe 10% of every dollar donated actually goes to the cause, right? And 90% ends up going to administrative fees, but they don't tell you that, you know? So it's just like a really screwy situation. So here's I don't understand why white lives don't matter. I don't understand it. It's not my culture, she said. Everybody matters, don't they? Osborne also said West, 45, shouldn't be cancelled over his actions and instead encouraged people to ignore him if they don't like him. Now, the interesting thing about this whole canceling or cancellation type of stuff, does it really even matter to people who are super duper wealthy, right? Because after a certain point of net worth, income, all that kind of stuff, right? How can you really be canceled? Because what are people actually going to do to you, right? If you have so much money that you could literally go to any country, you could literally buy any house, you could literally buy any car, you could literally buy a private plane, you could buy a yacht and go into basically the middle of the ocean into international waters, which is a whole different legal system, right? When you have that type of money, cancellation doesn't really make sense because it literally has no impact on their lifestyle, right? Now, cancellation might work on someone that needs to work at their job, per se, because they're working like a 9 to 5 in a very corporate type of business, meaning that if people get wind of their political views or whatever, they might end up getting fired or whatever, which I don't think is actually legal for people to get fired over their political views, but that might depend on the state. I'm not really familiar with every state's laws, but still, it's like to try to cancel someone like Kanye West, who probably also has millions and millions of people on a customer email list, meaning that every single month or every single year he could still basically be printing money all the time. He could be constantly making money all the time because he has direct access and communication to his loyal customers, right? And he's proven multiple times that he could sell directly to his customers with no third party and make a lot of money. Let's see. She continues. Don't go to his social media. Don't listen to his music, she said. Leave the guy alone. Let him do what he does, and if you don't like him, do that. Leave him alone. And that's another thing I never really understood as to why people don't just like leave people alone. Like if you don't like something about what someone's doing or what they're talking about or what their beliefs are, why not just like walk away? It's like, I'm not really into this. I'm just going to go check out something else. Like it's very easy to like click another video or click another post or click on another celebrity. So the Yeezy founder enraged the fashion industry and people around the world by modeling a White Lives Matter t-shirt on Monday with controversial commentator Candace Owens. West doubled down on his decision all week, proceeding to call BOM a fraud. Which, the thing is, which is funny, BOM is literally getting investigated for fraudulent type of like management of their money. Now it's interesting. If he's selling like apparel that has this, he's probably making so much money. Everyone knows that Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over. You're welcome, he wrote on his Instagram story on Tuesday. While the flashing lights performer continues to defend his platform, sources at Paris Fashion Week told Page Six Style exclusively that West is actually baffled by the reactions to his shirt. He thinks it's a PC thing, said an insider. He wants to give a voice to the other side of the race debate in America. He doesn't understand why people aren't seeing that. Interesting. Let's see if there's comments. There should be comments. Yeah, a lot. I really didn't realize this woman was so stupid. Seriously, first she gives them the big bucks, then she expects to get it back. Oh, okay, so this person was basically insulting Sharon Osbourne. Paid 900K in guilt extortion. Basically, a lot of celebrities probably did that. That's the cost of liberal virtue signaling. 900K? Too bad. Which, by the way, I wouldn't mind being in a situation where I could just toss $900,000 to a cause that I kind of believed in without it actually like affecting my financial situation. I mean, $900,000. Like for the everyday normal person, even if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, which the majority of people are, $900,000. If you were to put that into like the S&P 500 fund, right? After basically 10 years, you could basically have almost like 1.8 million, right? Like you could be golden for a very long time if you're not stupid with your money, with that type of cash, right? Like that is so much cash. Everyone is entitled to their opinion and consequences of their opinion and actions. Unless you want someone interfering in your life, the same way, just walk away and leave it alone. If you see or hear something you don't like, it's really that easy. I agree. But also, here's the thing, too, right? As a side note, if you had $900,000 to just like do whatever you want with no impact on your lifestyle, what would you do with like $900,000, right? By the way, also another side note, be very careful when you end up donating to like causes or charities. You got to do a lot of like deep diving into that because you could quite literally have a charity where the majority of the money literally does not go to the cause, right? Which is beyond crazy because it's basically like, oh, we're going to help the homeless. Every like they're basically like it could be like a charity helping the homeless, right? So you donate, a, let's just say $10 to the charity, or as an example, to help the homeless. But only $9, I mean only $1 actually goes and help a homeless person. And by help a homeless person, it actually means informing homeless people that, like, hey, there's a shelter right there. And that's what your dollar went to pay someone to inform a homeless person that there's a shelter less than 1 block away from their box, right? Now, that's like kind of an extreme example of like charities kind of doing stuff shady, but you don't really know the like backside of how charities are actually spending their money. Kanye's clothing lines look as if they are designed for the post apocalypse. Maybe he is a genius. I mean, look, he's definitely a genius in the extent that he's very good at marketing, very good at selling products. So he's cornering the market in the post apocalyptic world. I would trade 2 whole tins of tuna fish for that outfit. An often asked question, I'm sure, why isn't the IRS going after these people like pitbulls? I think they actually are currently. Let's see. It's not a scam for all those living in BOM mansions funded by donations. It's very real to them. Why would anybody in their right mind have ever donated to this group? Sharon, love the fact that you're real. You were way too good for that woke talk show. Anyway, you should get your own talk show on Fox. Sorry, no give back, Sharon. You go woke, you go broke, or 900K poorer. This person has BOM peaceful protest with basically a city on fire and people just walking by the fire. Sharon, you and Yi, or Ye, are leading the way for the Hollywood house of woke cars to come tumbling down. Long overdue. Has she woke from being woke? Sharon can pound sand, buyer beware. Let's see. Sharon Osbourne is a 69-year-old woman, 69, who should be responsible for her own money. Buyer beware, is that a thing? Is that not a thing? Are people no longer responsible for their mistakes? Giving her the money back send the same message as letting people out of jail that also listened to this mess and decided to burn down the city or cop car. Sorry, Sharon. Consider it a lesson learned. You should have opened your eyes and seen they were nothing but a terrorist group out for themselves. A fool and their money are soon parted. 900K, give me a break. Now I know who in that family does the most drugs. She had to be high. Sorry, Sharon, but stupid can be expensive. That is for sure. People can make simple mistakes or bad choices and literally cost them crazy amounts of money. In 2020 or 2021, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife gave BOM over $1 billion. If Sharon wanted to be so stupid, that was her prerogative. Don't want to hear her regrets. Let's see. Who gives that much money to any not for profit without thoroughly researching them and seeing financial statements and results, percent actually spent on the cause, etc., deserves to lose it just like crazy Kanye who will do any stupid thing for attention? Now, this is the funny thing, right? Because there's literally people who will actually give millions of dollars to a random individual online for them to manage their money because for some reason, based off their social media posts, they think that they are like an expert crypto trader or that they're an expert day trader in the stock market or that they're like an expert forex trader, which is currency trader, which is crazy. But there's people who have done that. There have been people, banks, etc., that have given individuals faking their situation, their background, all that kind of stuff, millions and millions of dollars. But here's the thing, if you want to learn how to get out of debt and master your money, go down below and learn how. You can also learn how I got out of debt and grew my net worth in a very, very simple process that anyone can actually do.